Okay, so this week on the HR Drone Racing Show, we carry on making this Quad Tilt Rotor dropship, a sci-fi inspired machine with 4 motors to power it into flight. So far we've made a lot of 3D printing, including resin for the windows, and on this week we work specifically on the wings. So let's get into this episode, and it starts right now. Go! Welcome to the HR Drone Racing Show, and we are your hosts. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard, and thanks and very much welcome to the series. This is a VTOL cyberpunk inspired sci-fi dropship RC aircraft.
Yes, so it's a giant mega scale 3D printed RC plane / drone. Here's a model version of what it is, and effectively it takes off in drone mode, and then the nacelles will rotate to a forward flight position into plane mode, and away she goes for more efficiency. And what have we done on the series so far?
Unboxed the drone parts, designed the aircraft, printed out the main fuselage, which is around sort of 2 meters in length.
And on this episode, what are we doing?
We're designing and printing the wings.
If you haven't done it already, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this series, and check out all our projects on the playlist. So let's get into it.
And 3, 2, 1, race.
Okay, so here we are back designing on the computer.
That's right, we've got some wing upgrades to do before we can send it to the printers. So we'll jump into that in a second. It's called a VTOL or a dropship. So what is that, Harry?
Basically, it's a vertical and takeoff machine. It's the best of both worlds, a plane and a helicopter in one. And where did it originate from, Richard? A little history lesson for you.
George.
George made it. There you go. So
if you know a guy called George, he's the guy that made it.
Yeah, I think specifically there was a guy that put a patent on it called George Littenberger. I might be saying the name right, but we'll put the slogan below. And he put a patent out in 1930, and then it was later developed in World War II. So there you go, that was kind of the origins of it. But let's ask Siri and see what she says.
Siri, who invented the VTOL aircraft?
I found this on the web.
It didn't tell you. It wasn't that useful. Maybe try again. Maybe ask you again. Hey Siri, who made the tilt rotor?
Hey Siri, who made the tilt rotor?
Here's what I found.
Okay.
There you go.
So she's not being too cooperative. She says the tilt rotor is a rotor that tilts.
There you go. So not so good from the technology of the future, but from the past in 1930, George was pretty onto it. So there you go. So saying that, we're carrying on the work from what George put down, and we'll carry on. So let's go into the future with this one. Okay, so here we are back in software, and what we'll be working on now is the wings themselves and the tail. Yes, so what we're going to go in and add the flaps. So that way, when in forward flight mode, when the propellers are moving forward like that, the flaps will have a lot more control over the surfaces. That way you can turn, bank, and left and right in that kind of flying forward position. And then when it transitions back to landing mode, then the VTOL nacelles will take over for the landing part. So what we're going to do is go and design the flaps. So there you go, let's go and get into it.
There you go, there's the finished result of the many hours worth of designing. It's looking good.
And we've already printed the body structure, so that's already done, so we don't need to worry about that. So far, what we need to do is we're going to print these last pieces out. And what else have you done to the design, Richard?
So what I've done is I've added all the flaps here. There's another one there, and it's also got another one here and here. So they're all worked out, plus the insert rods. We've got the main swivel housing on each fore end, which is of course the actual tilt mechanism itself, plus the additional cables for those motors, each individual motors, which will come out here on the wings. So it's all got to be worked out ahead of time. So all the cables and stuff like that, the threads, all the servos for the flaps and whatnot to be worked out on the tail rotor there, It's all worked out too, and everything looks the part.
Okay, so saying that, we'll continue on and put this into print. And how many build plates do you think you'll be able to get done?
I'm thinking around sort of, what, 10 plus or so?
Something like that. So let's get into it. A lot of printing to do, not a lot of time. Okay, so project update. Yes, we've got the K2 working here, and he's working on the first set of wings. The back left, or was it the front left?
For sure.
Front left.
And
yes.
and the Creality Hi is doing his thing.
And he is working on the... Didn't say. He's working on the VTOL, yes, on the left-hand side as well. So there you go. And over here on the K1, this one's just about finished now. And this one here is working on the left flap. Yes, it says left flap. So there you go. That one was labeled. I could read that. But yes, it's just finishing this one up now. In a second, it'll be finished at 97%. And then, yes, so then we can swap this one over and print the other side. So for the wings, it will be the back one that's doing. And then we'll start printing this one. Short prints to get done. And then, yeah, and then hopefully the wings all get done. Okay, good. What do you reckon?
Lots to do.
Lots to do. We got to put the resin printer on. So let's go and do all that. First piece done. Okay, there you go.
One less part to do, right?
One fin done. There you go. Cool. Alright, let's go for it. Just put the resin printer back on to print, and we're working on the windows. So
that's right. So while the other printers are working, we're going to continue on with the cabin.
So we've done some of the prints. We've done like about 2 so far. Any idea where they go? It's all been labelled, but I don't have the...
In there.
Maybe here, perhaps. Maybe on your side, that way.
That's it there.
This one would go in here.
Like a glue.
That's 2. We're also going to go and do some sanding and all that to make them crystal clear and all that stuff. But there you go. There's 2 sitting there.
And we've got
another one in here. So we've got 14 on the windows. So no time like the present. Let's get into it. Looking good. The printer's just about to finish this part in a second. And we've made 2 other prints on this one today, so we're doing pretty good. He's at 99%. Wait for it. Alright, let's get a little bit more to do. It's got to finish in a second. Maybe I got the timer wrong. Oh, there you go. But now. No, now.
No.
Not yet, not yet. But there you go. So this part here, he's making the flap. So there's one of the flaps for the left-hand side, and this one's for the right-hand side. We had to split it in half to make it fit on the build plate. But once it's all glued up and a rod, it'll be all back in strength. Maybe now? I'll think about now. There you go.
Done.
Perfect.
Done and done.
Perfect timing.
Nailed it for timing, right?
He's at 31%. He's got another 3 hours to go. And he's just made this piece here. So that's the fin for the left-hand side. You can see where the servo goes. And that's where the wire will go for the servo. So that's part's done. Over here, we've got auto leveling's done, and he's going into
getting ready for his pieces.
The resin over here, he's all done, and we've just been waiting to drip dry. A little update for you. So there you go. Let's get into it. Let's go and clear this guy off. Take the other guy off the build plate.
Update for you. Got some wings being printed at the moment. At the back, on the right.
There you go. So
this is part A, and then there's another print to make up the full wing. There's only one section.
They're not very big wings, are they, really, for the size of this guy?
No, it's just the nature of the design, and we want to keep it in that style. All the parts are made up for the different flaps. Dowling rod or carbon fiber rod is going to be in there, and then they're going to rotate just like that. And these ones are the V-tails.
So they're not the biggest flaps in the world for this design, but they don't need to be. So we'll just keep monitoring this guy. He's got how much more time has he got? Got another 21 minutes to finish this guy off.
So this one is on the K2, and he is making the front wing.
Nice blue color.
Sky blue, I think.
So it's got another 32 minutes remaining on this guy, but he's nearly there.
And he's been going about 8 hours. So he's very close to finishing, so exciting stuff, that one.
Yeah, very cool. Looking forward to seeing this one all done.
So some of the prints have been made up to make up the wing.
From on the K2, and some were made on the Creality Hi. The left side.
Left side front.
So it'll be like that when we stick it all together. That middle grey part that was made on the Creality Hi. This one here.
And this part here and this part here were made on the K2.
Yes, and what have we got over there? Right, okay, yeah, I can see it.
So that's, you know,
it's the VTOL that'll be sitting in there. It's
obviously this is the back of the aircraft. These spaces in here are those flaps that were made on the K1.
It's a lot of printing. And over here, what are we doing?
This one yesterday, this print.
Oh, yeah.
And those ones previously one was on live stream. There's another one that we just printed
this morning,
and it's being cured at the moment. And then there's another one being printed there. So that's for the windows.
We're up to about 51% on this guy. So it's getting there. You also have to start polishing them, make them all crystal clear, but that gives you an idea of what we'll be looking like in the cockpit. What's next? What else are we going to do?
Creality Hi, we're going to put something back on him. Our winger 8, going on.
We always choose interesting names to label us, so I guess it makes sense to us. That's the main thing.
It's a winger.
Kind of like a wingman. Okay, so there you go. Look at that. Excellent.
It finished.
It finished, so that was good timing. And there you go. There you go, so that one's done. We won't be pressing print again. That would be, I'll just say okay.
Unorthodox.
Yes, we're going to put a new one on there, and we'll do all the calculations and then do the slicer. When we say slicer, by the way, we mean the 3D software that cuts this up. It's called a slicer. There you go.
Not a pizza slicer. Don't want to get them confused.
No, but pizza's always good. So we'll just call it a pizza slicer. But we should probably get it out. What do you reckon? If I can get it out without any trouble. There's 1, 2. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. Turn it around so you can see it.
So that's one complete wing, right?
One complete wing, yes. There's, you hear that? That's 1. And 2. There you go. Which way around does it go? I think so, yeah. So there's one wing.
So this is the front of the fuselage here, rear over here. When it's all finished, it's going to go on there like that. You've got some other sections to go on there, the flaps, which is that black section.
Oh, you done the bottom?
Down there, yep. And then this effectively is what's going to happen is it's going to sit there like that.
Oh, yes.
And then that's going to rotate with those 28-inch tri-blade props. It's going to look pretty formidable. Quite a good idea of what it's going to look like. So exciting stuff. Okay, so it's dry fit time for these wings.
Yes, the wings are all printed off on the machine, so that's good. Let's go and do that. Looking good. The scale's is always quite impressive to see it on the bench.
That's right. So at this stage of the game, this is just a dry fit from where we left you off on the last one.
Yes.
Remember to go back and check out the series so far.
And why are we dry fitting it, Tim?
Just so we get an idea of how long all the electronics and construction internally are going to be in the future, so then we can work it all out. It's best to be able to see it. So it's a bit hard to visualize in the world of CAD software. So you've got to be able to see it.
Yes, okay, so we'll go and start fitting the arms, and let's go and do that.
Okay, so we're going to start with the back section. So we're going to start with the V-tail.
The V-tail's looking pretty good, and that'll go about there somewhere.
Put it there or something.
That's one tail on. Just fitting the right hand side. These ones will have a rod that goes through, and servos, control horns, all the exciting stuff like that.
Okay, second one's on. Right, so there's those ones done. We'll start on these ones.
But yeah, so far it's looking good. Coming together.
We're doing the other wings, eh?
That's the one. I can't see it from the side, so large. How's it looking, Richard?
Yeah, good. Yeah, seems to be coming together.
Oh, that's the third wing.
Yeah, he's just going to try there for a second. So we're getting it now. Well, we're going to put like a strut through just to hold it in shape.
So,
now the speakers.
Get out the plastic swarf, I guess you'd call it.
Big sword, yeah.
Swarf. In the lathe shop, so I guess it's swarf in the 3D printing shop. Perfect?
Yeah. Done. Nice one. Same for the back. Got some dowling rods in place just to fit it. Let's glue them on, see what it looks like.
Yes. Got them?
Yep.
Looking pretty cool.
Yeah, it's looking quite there.
Just kind of stand there like that.
This one here. Yeah, I think that's the last bit of gluing that we need to do. Done.
Excellent. Now we just have to stand here for the dry.
Okay, what are we doing now? Eh?
Oh, just fitting these to see if they'll fit. The resin prints, they'll be done properly and sanded and make it all super clear, but we'll do that later on. How's that look?
Pretty good. You can see the transparency at this stage of the sand.
Yeah, you can see my hands there.
But you can see it's quite
big.
Quite formidable looking now.
Yeah, it's getting bigger. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, so there you go, guys. That's what it's going to look like. And we've done the calculations correct because the propellers, these 28-inch propellers, clear the arms.
And the fuselage.
And the fuselage. So that's what it's going to look like. It's going to be like that and then like that for forward thrust plane action. And it's going to be quite impressive. There's going to be 4 of these around the body. I think it's looking quite amazing. What do you reckon, Richard?
Looks awesome.
Looks awesome, right?
It's going to look the part once it's all painted and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's going to do painting and all that sort of stuff, and also electronics and all the good stuff like flight control and testing, and it's all coming up on the channel. So we're saying that we'll head back to HDR Drone Racing HQ.
Before time began, there was the cube. We know not where it comes from, only that it holds the power to create worlds and fill them with life. That is how our race was born. For a time we lived in harmony, but like all great power, some wanted it for good, others for evil. And so began the war. A war that ravaged our planet until it was consumed by death. And the cube was lost to the far reaches of space. We scattered across the galaxy, hoping to find it and rebuild our home, searching every star, every world. And just when all hope seemed lost, a message of a new discovery drew us to an unknown planet called Earth.
And we're back. Yes, so thanks so much for tuning into this episode and series.
It looks promising.
Yes, it looks promising, and it's quite cool when you do it on software. You know, you got to think ahead because you got to add the series, the electronic looms, and all the good stuff.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. There's lots of little things that, oh, have I got that? Have I got this?
Yes.
And then if you've done everything, you're all right when it's printed, but you can't go back and redo it.
I suppose you can reprint it.
You could reprint it, but that's kind of wasteful.
Yeah, exactly. If you do anything, you want to do it right the first time. So
if you can, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so saying that, moving on to the next segment on the show.
The movie of the week.
Yes, so the movie of the week is Pale Rider with
Clint Eastwood.
Yes, Clint Eastwood is back at it, and it's kind of a classic Western film that you should check out, and basically he comes into town.
The big guy's picking on the little guy.
Yeah, effectively, and all good stuff. So there you go, classic Western film that you should check out, and it's one of the good ones.
That's right, Power Rider. Check it out.
And moving on to the next big one.
Okay, so this is the propellers that we're using. It's 28 inches, and we've got a 9.2 inch pitch, which is kind of interesting. And each blade is actually joined in the center piece here.
Oh yes.
And so it locks them in, and it has a quick release mechanism that locks onto the motor itself.
So it's quite good for transport, I think is the plan.
That's right, and you can go and check it out when we unbox this on the first part of the series. So yeah, very interesting propeller. Check it out. Final thoughts.
Yeah, so for this one, it's a good one to see it getting very much nearer. Now we can start adding the main strut that controls the nacelles to go up and down. We have to add the flight control electronic servos.
It's always interesting to see it when it's like entire.
Yes, it's a lot bigger than you think in person.
Yeah. Maybe on camera, you can't really sort of show scale, but yes, it's definitely not one that you're going to need a trailer to move it.
Yes, it's very big. So looking forward to seeing this one in the air, and it's all coming up. Okay, so thanks very much for tuning in. It's been a good one, and make sure you go back and check out the series on this one and all our other builds.
That's right. We have to thank all our sponsors. Thank you most importantly of all for tuning in. Remember to tell your friends, add some comments below, and we'll see each other next week.
Yes, or join in on live streams where we carry on these builds, and you can support the channel on Patreon.
And Discord.
There you go. So we'll see each other next week. I'm Harry.
I'm Richard.
And 3, 2, 1, go!